Hi guys, it's Miss Jones. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving break and you're ready to get back to work and finish out the next 3 weeks until Christmas. So today we are going to do our lesson on figurative language. We've talked about figurative language before when we did our poetry unit. We talked about things like similes, metaphors, things like that. So we're just going to talk about them again. I'm going to introduce one more figurative language piece and then you'll do an activity with it, okay? So we have figurative language. Our first one is going to be a simile. I can spell it correctly. A simile. You'll remember a simile is when we're comparing two things with the words like or as. And I'd really like you guys to have this written down in your notebooks. So if you need to, go ahead and pause the video and go get your alien notebook and start writing this down, please. An example for a simile is I am as cold as an ice cube. So you'll see, oh, that's not what I wanted. You'll see we did our similes comparing two things with like or as. So look at our example. It says I am as cold as an ice cube. So we used as to compare being cold to an ice cube. Our next one is a metaphor, and that is when we're comparing two things by saying one thing actually is or was another thing, or we're comparing two things without using like or as. An example of this is this room is an oven. So we didn't use like or as in our metaphor. We just said this room is an oven. So we're saying that the room is an oven because it's so hot, right? So that is a metaphor. Okay, then we have personification, which is giving human characteristics to an animal or object. So this is when we give human characteristics to an animal or an object. So that's when we have an object or an animal do things that only people can do. An example of this would be the tree danced. Because we all know trees can't really dance. That's something only people can do. But when we talk about a tree dancing, it may be swaying in the wind, it may be blowing really hard. That's dancing. So we gave it a human characteristic of dancing, and that would be personification. Your next one is alliteration. And this is when repetition of the same beginning sound. So repetition of the same beginning sound. So that's when we hear the same beginning sound over and over again, which could be 7 snakes slid. And our beginning sound is S. So we're using that S over and over and over again. So we have 7 snakes slid. Oof. Okay. Sorry. So we have our 7 snakes slid. 7 snakes slid. All right, take a second, pause the video and get these completed so that way we can move forward. Get these written down. All right, I'm going to cover up the top and not like that. Now I'm going to cover up the top. And we're going to do our next two. All right, your next one is onomatopoeia. Please make sure you've got these written down because you're going to need them for your activity. The use of a word to imitate a sound. So this is when we have a word that's it's a sound, but we're using it in a sentence. So that would be like pop, boom, fizz. Sounds that are used as words. Or when you hear like bang or bzzz or things like that. All right, your next one, your last one is a hyperbole. And this is when it's something as an exaggeration. It's exaggerated. An example would be, I've told you a million times. They didn't actually tell you a million times. Like they didn't count out a million times. They just told you a lot and it feels like a million. So that would be an exaggeration. Or another one would be like, it's raining cats and dogs. It's not actually raining cats and dogs outside, but it's raining pretty hard that it feels like it. So a hyperbole is an exaggeration. All right, so make sure you have all of these written down in your notebooks because you're gonna need them for your activity. Feel free to go back and stop so you can write everything down. All right, next, you are going to, let me pull up your activity. You should have a pop out where it says, let me see if I can get it up. It might say something on your canvas that says load figurative language in a new window. You'll click it. When you click it, it should pop up another page. It looks like this. Then this will be your activity. So it is an Among Us review game. I'm sure you guys like that video game. So what you do is you type your name here, directions, and you guys don't have to share this with me because I already have access. If you go through Canvas, you can choose a hat for your person, choose whatever color you want. So then let's say this is my person. So then I'm going to copy and paste. So I'll like copy this. Okay, you gotta hit Control C. Then go here, Control V, like there, and then you would do the same with the egg and put the egg on top of your person. Then you need to answer the questions. So you would read the question, then you would take this use button right here and move it onto your answer. When you have answered the question, you can go back here and you do your task. So this one is drag the card. So you would click the card and you would drag it all the way through. Done. Okay, moving on. Next question. Move the use, answer the question. Next. All right, so click and drag the green bar. So then you would click the bar and then just make it bigger until it covers the whole thing, like that. Then answer the question, move the use button, then complete this task. Same thing, take this, fill it all the way up to the top. Done. Answer the question, complete the task. You need to move the things like we just did. Answer the question, complete the task. So you would click on and delete the asteroid. So you'll click it, and then you can hit the backspace button and delete it. You answer the question, delete all these leaves, answer the question. You need to click on the line and drag it to finish the path. So you would click here and then drag it to finish the path. Answer the question. Drag the switch up to divert power, so pull it up. answer the question, finish the task. When you get to the end, it'll say victory on your part, but after I check it, if any tasks aren't complete or you didn't answer any questions, I will change your victory page to a defeated page, and that will be how you know if you got everything correct or if you didn't. If you got a defeated page, you need to go back and redo it. All right, that is all. Should be easy and fun. So I hope you guys have fun, and I will see you guys later. Bye.